Okay. And there's somewhat of a sunny day here in Alpenland. We'll come out and look at the mountains. And looks like it's going to be a little overcast. So now we have Brian joining us in the pool. We're going to show you what Kevin has learned here. Oh, you keep your arms bent, then push them up. I straighten them up and then drop them down and push them. Oh, okay. Ooh, you got a nose full that time. Yep. Okay, you ready? This is Kevin's last trick, what he learned here. Here's a layout flip. Good. Here we are live with St. Johann and Danke. Practice. Attempt number 2. Very good. Hey, Johann. Johann.
Okay, we're gonna throw them this time. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, we're on the train. We're on our way to Rome, and here we're heading towards the, yeah, see, what would we be? That would be the Innsbruck area, so we're going to south west of Austria, and heading down to Venice, and then from Venice down to Rome. And this is the Austrian Alps that we're looking at. We move down along the train. Whoa! Austrian village. And we don't see much from here. I'm going to go up and show you a little bit of the countryside. You have a little valley down in the foot of the mountain. What's in front here, Deanna?
Okay.
Right up in here, coming around. A little village down at the bottom of the hill here. Of course, we got some trees going through our camera lens now. This will get you dizzy. Well, we're now in Rome on Saturday doing our visiting. Our first visit is to the Colosseum. Take your glasses off. And here we have Deanna and Marta and Kevin and Antonio. They're giving us our guided tour. She's wearing her secretary shirt.
Usually I work like this. This is my second job.
Second job, yeah. All right, let's get moving to the Colosseum. Here we got Kevin here getting ready to go in the Colosseum. We have the arch. Antonio, what's the name of this guy? The name of this arch?
Arch of Constantine, the emperor.
Oh, Constantine, yeah, the Emperor Constantine. Well, we're inside the Colosseum, and what we're seeing here is the sides where all the people would sit and watch the the show, so to speak. And of course, the show, of course, was the lions eating the Christians. And what they did, now they took the floor out of here, and there used to be a floor on the bottom here going across the top, and underneath is where they kept the Christians in the jail. Now they took the floor out to show you what it looked like underneath. Okay, excuse me, Kevin, for a minute. I want to go up here. They'd bring the Christians out of the prisons where they were at down below, bring them up on the floor, and feed them to the lions. That was the sport of the day, I guess.
You, I guess, of the whole.
I see. So this is where the emperor
used to
sit right here for the whole show.
How much feeding?
So there's 50,000.
50,000.
Yeah, 50,000 people. Right. Right. We are now. We're now climbing the Colosseum, and we're looking over the old Rome, and this is the Colosseum where the rich Romans lived. Up on top of that hill, there's their homes. Of course, they were nice and close to the Colosseum for their fun and games.
That's one of the 7 hills.
Yeah, and that's one of the 7 hills of Rome. You've heard so much about the 7 hills of Rome. Well, that's one of the 7. On the pit, or the arena, gives us a much better view of the Colosseum. Excuse me. Excuse me. And there's the cross that we took the picture of earlier, and that's the center where the emperor sat to get the best view.
There was a place for 50,000 people to see the show.
Okay. Here we have the view that the emperor had. As you can see, this is the entrance right below us here to where he sat, the cross, and that's the view he had, the bird's eye view of the arena. Soliciting for the AIDA, the open-air opera.
Mama, my spray.
And you got open-air tickets to the opera if you want to go.
I don't know if you would like that.
You can't. Kevin would never last.
Yes, it's like 3 hours.
3 hours.
Because it's not concert.
This is the political center of Rome. This is where all the very rich in Rome lived, and this is the one of the 7 hills. We showed you this earlier, and we're going to be walking along here and visiting one of the 7 hills here. This is a view from the political center, or one of the 7 hills, overlooking the city of Rome. Of course, now that what you're looking at there was built by Mussolini 60 years ago. That was not part of the original Rome. That was Mussolini who built that. But the ruins that you're looking at here is definitely part of Rome. And right over where I'm zooming in now was the marketplace of Rome, where everybody came to trade their goods and foods and clothing and all that they made in Rome. That was the old marketplace. Here you have one of the homes, or a series of homes for the political rulers of Rome. You notice they kind of built everything into the sides of a hill or into the mountains for natural air conditioning and warmth in the winters. Of course, they don't really get very cold here in Rome. Here is a Divine Antonio. You can see that. That's Antonio built this one. Vivo Antonio.
You bet. Okay. Where? No, you can't. See the gate? That means no go. You taping?
Yeah. This was the first Romo of Rome.
You can then have a picture from there. You see
Yeah.
there are people there. You
Yeah.
can go up there.
And that was his house, Brian, the first family of Rome, right there.
Ah.
And they were the richest people in Rome, and that's where they lived.
They might be the richest.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what does that look like?
Good.
Good?
Careful of her camera.
Johann. Hey, Johann in Rome.
Okay. There's a video.
I think you should get some
Here's
contact.
some of the homes. And
I think you should take contact right now.
And we'll do some of the other scenery in town here. Yeah, Kevin? What is that?
Sprite
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, wait.
water. Daddy, can you get goldfish
Oh, yeah, I see them. I don't know whether they're going to turn out. There's a little pond here.
Kevin, come by the lion. Come stand by the lion. Hey.
We have Kevin sitting on one of the lions.
Kevin, wait. Get down again. Get down again. Get down lower. All right. Look at me.
We're now on the top of the first family's home, looking down on the marketplace in the city and the ruling area of Rome. This is what they were looking at.
Wow, pretty. Nice place. Nice balcony.
Okay, here we have a view of the Basilica, St. Peter's, in the background. We have, there it is.
You see? Ah. Diana. This is one of the church which has been affected by a bomb 2 weeks ago.
They have put all these
The-
wood
the
while
bomb,
the clear
the-
wood. A bomb?
The bomb,
A
yes.
bomb last
2 weeks
week.
ago.
2 weeks ago.
Is that where all the buildings
Yes.
shaken? Yeah, you see all the...
Who bombed it?
Look
They
at
don't
that.
know. They don't know if it was the mafia, if it was, they don't know.
Where we have a view of Rome from one of the hills. Where's the, where they're
See
picking up
see the
all?
roof yet?
Oh, the roof.
The roof all over the place is broken up. And this was really a very good church. Inside
Church
was...
where
That's
the
where,
bomb went.
that's where the bomb went off.
Remember,
Yeah.
there's the pool. The church was
Ah.
bombed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the church was bombed last week where all the wood is. You can see the construction.
Look at
Right.
the roof in front. Yeah.
Right there. It was one of the better churches, and now it is gone. Well, relatively gone. There's the church. And the roof. Did anybody get hurt?
No.
No.
Any fatalities?
Half an hour before the explosion, there were 80 people, tourists.
Visiting the
visiting the
church.
church.
Looks like they have a swan, or is that a blown up swan?
What's that?
I got it. Swan bird in the pool. See the pool?
Yeah.
That looks like a
that's
floaty.
Right. It's not a...
The field down below that you're looking at is where they used to have the horse races, and they had both horses with jockeys on them and the chariots, and they used to run around and have
There were seats
the
for
races.
300,000 people here.
And there were seats
looking
for
at the
300,000 people would sit up here and watch the horse
horses.
races.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you the photo here. Look, this is what is
This is
now.
what they used to do the
This one.
And the chariots.
Last year. And this is how it was. All the seats, 300,000 people.
Now the white building that you're looking at is where Marta and Antonio work. That's the United Nations building. What do you call that?
FAO.
FAO.
Food and Agriculture Organization.
Food and Agriculture Organization. FAO. That's Italian for foul.
And here in front, that big garden is where it's a rose garden. There are many types of roses, and in May, when they come up, it's fantastic.
That's a rose garden. Huh?
Yeah, I got it.
And there's a rose festival in May.
Got it. Mamma mia, el hato.
It's very hot.
Like
Like a sauna today. Oh, mamma mia.
Kitty!
It's warm. Got to get a hat. I want to show the bathroom here that they have in the museum in the Palacio. And what you do is you twist your feet and you either stand frontwards or backwards. And of course when you press the button, which is over there somewhere, yeah. Press the button, Kevin. What? Okay, press the button hard, Kevin. Press it hard.
I know. I did it in the other bathroom. Loose.
Hold it. Just press it hard and hold it in. Got it? Here, let me do it. You gotta have muscles. Oh, no, it didn't fill up yet, Kevin, that's why. All right, don't worry about it. Okay, you're doing it. This first one, which is the start of Rome, was 700 years before Christ. And basically the little dot is what Rome started with. That was Rome. Then we go to the next picture. Oh, which one? What year was this, Antonio? This one?
This is 140 years before Christ.
140 years before Christ, and what Rome had become and what it had conquered and owned. Of course, then we go over here, and this one was
This is 100 years after Christ.
It's 100 years after Christ as to what the Roman Empire consisted of. As you can see, it goes all the way from Spain into France and Portugal, all of Italy. Looks like it goes down into Hungary. Doesn't get into Germany though, but it does seem to have some of all of Austria. And then it has all the way down into the south too, and the southern Mediterranean, all the way down into Egypt and Liberia and Turkey, Algeria. And then we have, which one was this one? This is
This is 117 years after Christ.
117 years after Christ.
The maximum expansion of the empire.
And Antonio said this is the maximum expansion of the Roman Empire before it fell. And as you can see, it went up and it started to get some of Germany, did get England, Scotland. It expanded more into Tunisia, down into Algeria, the
Saudi Arabia.
South Arabia, the whole works. It just had a lot. And we'll zero in on this so you can see how much they occupied and used. Name of your restaurant?
Joseph. Our restaurant is Angelino.
Angelino. Then this is
It's not
Joseph.
my restaurant.
Oh, it's not yours.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, I work.
You're a worker. Okay.
Ok, allora facciamo così, eh?
Ok.
Se volete un po' di vino, no? Volete un po' di vino fresco?
Wine and beer.
Rosato, c'è rosato fresco della casa.
Ok, rosato.
I like wine. I
You
like
know
wine.
water you. Porta un po' di vino, mezzo, e poi si vedrà.
You want some beer too?
Yeah, beer.
Okay.
Yeah, beer.
Molto
Due
bene.
birre.
D'accordo.
Grazie.
Ah, sta fotografando qui?
Oh, please.
Daddy,
Hmm?
I want some wine.
Grazie.
Well, you can have a
Buonasera.
taste of ours.
Ah, sì,
Così vediamo.
And here we have the little restaurant, in which they gave us the name of it. And Angelino's. That's the name of this restaurant?
Joseph.
Angelino. His name is Joseph. Angelino is. Hey, we got another person eating lunch.
It all sounds good to me. Good to sit down in the shade. Good to me.
Okay, Brian is having his Italian cafe.
Live here from Roma. It's Marta and Antonio.
And Kevin.
And Kevin.
Hey,
You got
you
your-
guys.
Yeah, hi there. All right, now we're going back to Deanna and
Beautiful
Brian.
day, a lot of fun, and seeing past history and the near future. Tip, tip.
Tip, tip.
You're not in
Tip,
England.
tip, hooray! Tip, tip, hooray! Tip, tip, hooray!
See, little cups of coffee.
All right, out of the
Kevin,
picture.
get out of the
Out of the
Look
picture.
at Little cups of coffee, isn't that cute?
Can I
Huh?
have a sip?
It's a little strong, Mama.
I bet.
Mamma mia, strong.
Very strong. That'll put hair on your chest.
Very good, very good.
So we are going in the catacombs. It's now Saturday. You can see the time. It's about 3:30 or so. We're going to go in the catacombs and visit where all the Christians are buried that were died in the Colosseum with the lions.
Now the sarcophagus are removed, and the basilicas have three naves. So this and the other one are converted into museums. All those pieces that you have seen are all inscriptions of tombs. But this one is the Paris church. They are going to have a wedding here. This Cardinal Scipio Borghese, you can see his name, in the 17th century, made beautiful renovations in the ceiling here. Fully carved work by a Dutch artist called Van Santen, who worked also in the Villa Borghese. This cardinal belongs to the same family. In the center we can see the martyrdom of Saint Sebastian. The rest are coat of arms. These paintings show various saints who came and prayed here in this cathedral. So in the church you are allowed to take pictures. This is the chapel of Saint Sebastian. We have been to his tomb, but that tomb had nothing. His remains are laid here. This statue was designed by Lorenzo Bernini and carved by Giuseppe Giorgeli, one of his close disciples of Sebastian, with the arrows, with the helmet. I think I told you he was an officer to guard the palace, but he was eventually court-martialed because he was trying to help the Christians during the persecutions of Emperor Diocletiano, 298. This chapel is called of the relics. This one is talking about you see two footprints? Now this is that famous story, Quo Vadis. Quo Vadis is not found in the scriptures, but we can trace this in the tradition of the 4th century writings and works of art that the Apostle Peter came to Rome and he was working among the Christian community. But in 64 AD, when Rome was burned by Nero, probably by Nero, Christians were accused and persecution started. At that time, the Apostle Peter took the Appian Road to flee away. But on the way, he had an apparition of Christ like a traveler. So he asked him, Domine, quo vadis? Master, where are you going? The reply of Jesus, I'm going to Rome to be crucified for the second time. So Peter realized the will of God was to follow his master back to Rome, perhaps to face his own martyrdom. So Peter took courage and went back to Rome. And there he was crucified eventually by Nero, upside down. Upside down. He asked him, he felt unworthy to die like his master. This is a very ancient story. But these footprints, just a legend. They are supposed to be that of Christ, left behind on a marble stone after Jesus was no more there. The story became, in this century, a famous novel and movie called Quo Vadis, Where Do You Go? You may see a small church on the Appian Road where Peter saw Christ and went back to Rome. So here we have a history of 4 or 5 centuries. First, the Roman history, the real catacomb, which was the valley in fact. Then the change takes place and the feast of Peter and Paul. They wrote the graffiti, which was discovered only 70 years ago by people like Damian of Pina, which is buried here. Then the gallery started, 3 levels, 7 miles. Then the basilica was built from 1st to 4th century. Have any other clarifications? Was it okay, the tour?
Very, very good.
So, thank you. You are free. You take your own time to see this by yourself.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Excellent. Yeah.
If you don't get me, then Mark is going to give me this one.
Well, we can buy you some. Look at the flowers. Did he say there was a wedding here today? Look at the flowers, aren't they gorgeous? They do a beautiful job. Marcia, I should give you some ideas.
Well, I didn't tell you, but tomorrow we're going to visit the Vatican. We have an appointment here.
Do you really? Oh, well, good. We get to celebrate, right? You should have told me. I would have brought my tux.
Look at All right, we have our entrance coming in right over here. And this is the entrance door. And if you were to turn this way, you see we enter into like the living room area. We have a small apartment here in Rome, which is very nice. And there we have Kevin relaxing with his fan. This is a hide-a-bed that pulls out, and Brian thinks it's the most comfortable thing he's ever slept on. He's never had such a deal. Okay, and then we kind of walk up here to the to the little living area here, a little sitting area. We have a full-blown kitchen. I think we can turn the light on in the kitchen. There you go. There's the kitchen. And then we come in here and we have the bathroom, which is the baño. And then we come into the master bedroom area, which is very, very nice and very well done. As you can see, it's extremely comfortable. And of course, then as we go outside, we open this particular little door here, and then we open this fancy little room here. And look what we have out here. We have our own veranda, our own background. And of course, here we have the look at the Rome from the back. And you can see the courtyard down below. And back up to the fact that we're living on the rooftops here in Rome. This is very, very nice. And we do have a very nice seating area to kind of enjoy life and have a good time and sun and do whatever we want to do up here. And then we come right back down from there into the back area. We got Kevin going back in. I'm gonna close this up here. And we have Deanna fixing the TV and taking care of the family. And we're going to be running out of tape here in a minute, so we're just going to fade right out of here.
You're football.
As you can see, we're at the cafe here in the evening eating. There's Deanna looking at some artist pictures. Antonio and Marta and Brian and Kevin all at the Italian restaurant here. Typical.
Aspetta. Vabbè, il cannellone possiamo fare alla nuova vacca. Col misto si può fare anche. Col misto possiamo mettere anche i cannelloni inclusi. Non è che c'è oltre ai cannelloni. Come lo fate? Allora, cannelloni, penne e bucatino. Va bene, per 6? Sì.
Magari una porzione.
Per 5 facciamo. Facciamo per 5. Poi vediamo. Vino, you prefer red or white wine?
What kind of meat is it? We're still eating. Hey, buongiorno! We're at 3 Coins in the Fountain restaurant. Kevin! This is done with a private family, Deanna, that their palace. This is done for their own, for themselves.
I have enough.
Okay, get ready. Throw.
What card did it
Ready for this one? Well, we're starting out here at the Vatican. As you can see, it is now Sunday morning. We're going to go to church. This is a city all unto its own. It has its own post office, its own mail system, its own bank. Go ahead, video. Need some food, Kevin.
Do you have any food?
Yeah, see, he's got food. See him? We'll have to get you some food afterwards, Kevin. Go get some food from the boy. Kevin, to the boy with the food. Go get some more food, Kevin. Okay. Okay, there's St. Peter. He has the key of the city of Rome. And then we have St. Paul.
He's the guardian.
The guardian.
He's the guardian of Rome. And then on the top are the 12 apostles.
What's that?
That was fun, letting the pigeons land on my hand.
Yeah, that was fun. You look scared.
I didn't.
We have here the guards of the Pope, and they're guarding the entrance.
Dali é a mesma coisa.
Right, it's St. Peter's Basilica now. The dome took them 7 years just to build the dome. I suggest you put your wide-angle lens on for the rest of the day, Ryan. There's the holy water fountain.
Frères, j'affirme ceci dans le Christ, car c'est la vérité. Je ne mens pas. Et ma conscience m'en...
We're now up inside the cupola of the church. These are all mosaics. Here we have Deanna and Kevin and Marta, and as you can see, the mosaic tiles here. We'll see if we can get back close enough so we can actually see the mosaic. Yeah, see?
They probably just drew the picture first.
Kind of shoot go all the way. Well, we are now on the top of the cupola. You can see the time, and you can see the Basilica Square. And if we zoom in, you'll see the back of the apostles.
Alors c'est un peu nous repérer.
And then we can oversee Rome.
Le ouest, on peut sud, ouest-est. Non, c'est comme ça. T'as vu qu'ils ont prévu de mettre des cierges sur les... sur le toit. T'as le sacristain qui l'a fait une
Yeah. These are candle holders right here?
The candle holders.
Hey, who gets out there and puts the candles on them?
Well, there's hooks, excuse me, there's hooks back here. These
Oh.
to hang ropes and these to hang over the side.
And go all the way down?
Yeah. To the end of the last one. You want to tell that on the video?
Yeah, well. Those are candle holders that I'm zooming in on right there. Randy, you'd get a real charge out of this. Now what they do, in order to light the candles, they'll put the candles on and even light them. I'm surprised they stay lit out there, as breezy as it is. But they come up here and you see a hook. And there's the hook right there that Brian's showing you. And then they jump over the side like, whoa! And then go down and light the candles. And they got candles all over the place here. Yeah. Because they do this all the way around the basilica. Alright, now let's just go back and show off some more room.
Where's Brian? Brian?
And here we have Marta and Antonio up on top of the cupola. There's Antonio. Put that hat for us, will you? Your mother wants that hat.
Is it on the on one of the hooks?
Here, I'll show you. Someone lost their hat. Where's it at?
A postcard
There it is.
too, so you
Yeah, you
can
get a
have the
postcard.
you want
Yeah.
to send.
Yeah, see? We're going to send Brian down to get that. Yeah, as you can see, it's a little on the steep side, though. Now here we have the Vatican Park.
Brian.
Is that where the Pope lives, right in there? That's the Pope's house. There's the Pope's house.
It's right there.
You see
you get the sign? How nice.
Yes, they did. Beautiful job. I'm trying to zoom in on that. There's the sign of the Pope.
Mm-hmm. With the keys.
With the keys.
Of the city.
Yep.
The crown.
And you can see the rest of Rome from up here.
Che cos'è quello?
È la... Oh, allora. Mettiti lì. Mettiti.
Here we have another section of the gardens of the Vatican. And they've got a grotto of some sort, or waterfalls. And then they have a radio station and distribution of sound for communications. Antonio, what is this in front here? This great big long...
Museum Vatican.
Oh, that's the Museum of the Vatican.
This is the Cappella Sistina, this rectangular here.
Mm-hmm. And the Sistine Chapel is...
It's here.
Oh, it's here.
Sistina. Yeah, this one.
And that one. Okay, that's the Sistine Chapel right there, which we'll go to tomorrow. It's closed today on Sunday. And that's the museum that we're looking at. Huge, isn't it? And
over there, the white building, and the one on the left.
Right.
That's the Olympic Stadium where they do the World Championship.
Oh, okay.
Football World Championship.
So that's the Olympic Stadium and the World Champion right there. And what's the building on the right, the big white
That's
building?
the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Minister of Foreign Affairs. And what's up on top of the hill?
That's for television and radios.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that part of the Pope, or is that... No, that's just Italy, Rome. Yeah. Is that one of the hills?
Yeah.
What hill is that? What number?
Monte Mario.
Monte Mario. And that's... Is that fifth, 5?
Six.
Six.
Yeah.
The 6 hills of Rome. That's the 6th hill of Rome. Okay, so... Of the Vatican, and that's where the popes would go if they were ever attacked or in trouble. And what they would do is they would leave the Vatican, and you see this little walk bridge that I'm zeroing in on here. The popes and all of the archbishops would walk through that from the Vatican into the castle, and it was a trick place to get into. It was like a maze, and you had to know how to do that to get into the actual castle itself. So they were very safe.
There's a lot of them hanging around.
I'm going to show you the rest of Rome here.
That's pretty
Oh, do you see over there that circle thing, like it was almost a pyramid? That's the Pantheon. That's where the hall we told you, close to the hotel.
Oh, really? Okay. That's right where we're living, right there, right near there?
That is on the top, from the square. It's so small that you don't see that shape.
Oh, okay.
But that has a hole in the center, and that's where the water would enter.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay.
That like this was like the long pyramid that had waves, you see it circle, and that's where the Pantheon is.
Yeah, our hotel is right there, right in there. Is that a burglar alarm? Antonio, is that a burglar? We're now down on the roof, right by the statues, looking up. And I will show you those candles that we were looking at on how they come all the way down to light those babies. You saw them from the top. Now you can see them right up front here. And they go all the way up the side of the cupola. And that's where we were standing, right there. And you see the top of the cupola. Here we have a picture of all of the popes, of the statues, or the apostles, I'm sorry, the 12 apostles, and what we took a picture of when we were down below, and now we're right up on top. And here we have Marta yawning. She's tired from traveling with us. And here we got little Kevin. He's fanning himself.
After climbing 30 to 300.
Yeah, well, you should get in there. Get in the picture here, so we got you up here. Yeah. And now we got Deanna going in the picture after climbing the 330 steps. Ciao. We're going to go and get something to try to eat. We'll do some souvenir shop and go get something to eat. I'm sure everybody's a little hungry. Okay, and now we're going to oversee the... There we go, St. Peter's Square. I can't even... I'm up here. Excuse me.
Getting
Wait a minute. Antonio. La Pieta. And this was done by Michelangelo when he was 25 years old. They now have it protected with a glass shield here because of the fact that they had a crazy man that tried to get in there and destroy it. It's the only piece that Michelangelo signed of all of his works, and it's right on her lapel, and the material of her lapel. Beautiful. It's priceless. Well, we're now at Antonio's and Marta's apartment, or home, and we're out on the veranda overlooking the city of Rome. It's towards the evening. There's, we can see St. Peter's Basilica. Way in the background. I bet I can't even see it in here. It's got to be around here somewhere. There, it's got to be over there. It is. I got it. There it is.
The sunset.
And the sunset. We can see the sunset every night. We got Deanna here, and we got Brian.
You must take a look at the TV antennas across the street. This is hysterical.
We got a few TV antennas across the street here. Oh, there they are. Every apartment has its own TV antenna.
No telescope?
Yes.
Look in? Yeah.
And there's the railroad. We must have come in on that train last night, or when we came into Rome, I would imagine.
Charlene look pretty? Doesn't Charlene look pretty? Look at her face. The bottom?
I'll do that.
Oh.
It's all here.
It's all here. Here we have the master bedroom.
After their honeymoon. Getting on the right.
To a good motorcycle ride. Here, Mark.
Fine. Now here we have a picture that Marta and Antonia put up of Kim and Dan after the honeymoon. Kim is on the right, and Dan's looking for a job. He's on the left. We have a kitchen here. I forgot the tour. Rest of the tour. Yeah. See, we got a little table. And we got all the comforts of home here in the kitchen.
Do you guys have two of these? A blue? Do you guys have two of these?
You got a nice view of out of all the rooms. Very nice. You got enough room to live. This is the Gallery of the Candelabra right here. This is what we're in.
He did.
Yeah.
This guy's tickling his feet. Tickling his feet way back when.
This is divided into 6 sections, this gallery. And it started at the 18th century. This is Diana in the Greco-Roman world. This is Diana. She was protecting the hunt. It's upside down. These are gorgeous, sure. Hurry up. There's oh boy. We're in the library of the Sistine, called the Sistine Library. These are all the frescoes of the people that have created the books in the libraries at the time, which was 5 AD. And of course, then on this side we have the church councils that were doing all of the doctrine of the church. And in the middle columns we have the inventors of the first alphabet, or the Greek alphabet, and who was responsible for them. And then we have Brian with his fan. We'll have to look in the book, but this is the plaza of the museum. Here we have something in the middle. We'll have to go look for that and see what that thing is. I'm sure if we find it in the book, they'll explain it all. There's St. Peter's Basilica in the background. Okay, now throw, Kevin. Is he ready?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Very good.
Throw it up. All right, this is the Trevi Fountain. Now this is during daylight hours.
Now we're on the train from Rome to Munich, and we're in Brixen, and I just thought we'd zoom in here and show you some of the ski runs that they have. There's one of them, a little on the steep side, and then we come over here to this mountain and see if we can catch that one for you. You got the wires right in the way, but there you go. Now you can see that one run there and the other one. And as you can see, this is a real pretty run. Picked up Brixen. Question, and the magic question is that where are we at? And we found out that we're still in Italy, and these are the ski hills of Italy. Brian, you cannot believe the ski runs up here.
I saw them.
Yeah, take a look at them on this side of the mountain. Look at them.
Very narrow.
Antonio must be an awful good skier. Be able to ski these, providing he skis these, you know.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's some more runs right out of the side of that mountain. See the way they're cut there?
Right.
They're right
straight
there.
down. And they're narrow.
You're in northern Italy, Deanna.
Like a more metropolitan area. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely more money here.
Yeah. This is probably in the article that I read, probably where they produce most of their wine.
Yeah.
I just can't believe the Italians.
The lake here, or the river, show you the color of this water. We're going to miss it.
It's like a mint green river. Still David?
Yeah. Trying to see if we can catch it going backwards. No, we're not going to. Coming into the train station here. Fortezza Presenzfesti. That's it. Fortezza Presenzfesti. Yeah, now we can look on the map and find out where the hell we're at. We're in a Augustine's Bavarian restaurant, and Lenny is eating a little bit here, and he's getting a little tired, so he's laying down. He's going to catch a nap. It's been a long day. We left. We left Rome at 7:30 this morning on the train, And it's now 10 o'clock and done a lot of gathering. And we have Deanna here with eating her German food, and here's my stein of beer, and there's Brian with his beer. No more beer. He's eating some goulash soup.
To the castle. Yeah.
Summer retreat,
Linderhof. This is the Linderhof Castle. And as you can see, we're out touring again. There goes Kevin up there. Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's not raining now. It might be later, though.
It might be because I thought it was raining that time.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Get down, or up, I should say, to the summer home. You can see Deanna and Kevin. This was Ludwig's hunting lodge, or summer home, summer retreat. And Lindenhof was the name of this. Look at that purple, the blue vase. Isn't that gorgeous? And as you can see, we're waiting in line to take our tour. Pretty, huh, Kevin? Look at this. This is his garden. His fountain. There's his fountain at the back, leading up into the grotto, and his gazebo at the top. They're cleaning the waterfalls. That normally is a waterfall coming down here. We're coming out of the castle, and we're seeing there's what they call the grotto area. Probably the extension of the grotto. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then he has part of his gardens, and that actually goes through the gate. You can actually see all of the gardens of the castle. Yep. Quite spectacular. Going up. Look at that. I did it right, I'll tell you. People are getting wet down below. Look at this. Look at the wind blowing it.
Langretto to the right. Back to the left. The best to the left. Little red driving hood. Look at this one. It's beautiful. Look to the left now. And as we pass, look back, and you see the boys in bed. It's a beauty. Look to the left, this one with the flowers. And I want to show you another house. This is the house right now. I know that it looks like a tennis match, but look to the right.
See it.
Well, I'm gonna go see it. The ladies in your first one.
And we are going to be here till 20 past 12. 20 after 12. Very steep. But if you don't mind walking, walk up to Marienbrücke. It's about 5 minutes uphill, but literally uphill. Very steep. And when you get to Marienbrücke, it's a wooden bridge, and the view from up there of the mountain is breathtaking.
Sorry for the bumping around here.
Hey, we were on a little bus accident. Bus accident on the way up to the castle.
The bus driver's hurt.
Is he? You alright? Dad ended up getting injured on the shoulder. I'm not, I'm just walking down the castle way here. We're fine. Way to the fantasy castle, Ludwig's. Well, when the tour is starting, this is his view off the second floor of his castle. Out of one of his windows here, looking out over his domain. There's the Maria Bridge, and the waterfalls underneath it, looking out the back of the castle. Here we have Maximilian's castle, who was the father of King Ludwig. That was his home. Of course, King Ludwig then built this castle. You see the view out the side of this guy here, and there's the little town below. Up on the bridge now that we're looking at out of the castle, and here we have Kevin and Deanna, and we got Brian over here. He's getting ready to take a beautiful picture, and we're right in a Venturi tube here, and we'll show you what we're going to be looking at here. Look at this. Spectacular, spectacular, spectacular. And as we look down here, now we're going to look down on the waterfall. Kind of runs on down. And back to the castle in the valley below. Of all here on this with this view with that castle behind. There we go, and we got the castle right behind them.
Would you like me to throw Kevin out for you live?
There he is. No. There we go. And there's the castle behind. All right, I'm going to take a few pictures of the slides that they have here, or the posters. And there's one in the fall. There's one in the clouds. There's a scene in the winter time.
Next time.
And we have one up on top here. And it's kind of like in the mist where it's faded in. And we have one here. Way to go. We have the winter one, which is my favorite. And we have that guy. We have that view. And then, last but not least, we have that view. As you can see, it's now 8:27 on our last day on our vacation, and we're at the Hofbrauhaus in Munich.